Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. 1 month ago, I lost my second and last life on the hardcore Iron Man, and I was faced with a choice. Restart and do the first 2 months of progress again, hoping to do better this time, or stick to my original statement of continuing this account as a regular Iron Man. Ultimately, my decision came down to one feeling. I needed to get better at RuneScape if I was going to do a good run on a hardcore. So that's what we're going to do. We're taking this account and focusing on my strengths of planning and grinding with the goal of getting better at the game by taking on all its PvM challenges and going for the insane final boss title. To give this journey some direction, we're going to be looking towards the Sanctum of Rebirth, a new free boss dungeon coming to the game soon, featuring tier 95 dual-wield magic weapons. And I think I could get this Iron Man ready for that content before it drops. First, let's clarify what I mean by ready. We don't know the difficulty level of Sanctum yet, but we know that there's a normal mode and a hard mode, with hard mode seemingly being the source of an upgrade item to take items beyond tier 95. So we can extrapolate that to assume that the tier 95s will be obtainable from normal mode. So this is my checklist for getting ready for Sanctum normal mode. First up, we have the usual suspects: mid-game PvM goals, overloads, curses, ancient summoning, and ancient invention. There's nothing surprising here, but they're all massive upgrades. We're going to be continuing to focus on the magic style for now, so gear-wise I want to go for a Wand of the Cyber Elders and an offhand to go with it. This allows us to use the Greater Concentrated Blast ability, which allows dual-wield magic to punch way above its gear level. And I also want to get a few generic upgrades as well, such as a Wen or Jazz book and an Essence of Finality to round out the gear. But now it's time to talk about the big ticket item: getting a Zuck cape before Sanctum of Rebirth. This not only gives us a massive DPS boost, but it also provides a reasonable benchmark of a challenge to say whether or not we are Sanctum ready. Well, that's our plan laid out for the next few episodes, but what are we doing today? We're going to continue on with the plan of getting augmentable magic gear, but since we're no longer terrified of dying, rather than go for Ganodermic, I think we're going to go for Subjugation instead. It's power gear, so it gives us a nice little damage boost, and it's a bit quicker to get than going all the way to 93 crafting. Before we dive into the plans for Subjugation, a few quick announcements. Firstly is that if you're interested in catching up with the Iron Man's progress ahead of the videos, then the best place to do so is my Twitch stream at RS3. Naturally, there'll be spoilers for the series, but it's been great to hang out with everyone so far while progressing the account. Also, we've now decided to make a clan to try and build up our community presence in-game. If you're looking for a place to hang out, discuss progress, or ask questions, then the clan name is RS3 Titans, and you can get an invite by throwing a message over to 50p, aka Dark, or by reaching out to me on this account, which has now changed its name to Zappy Critya, to remember its final moments as a hardcore. I hope to get to know all of you better over the coming months, but for now, back to the grind. If I had to pick a faction, I'd be Armadillion. Anyway, there we go. World Wakes complete. 300k XP lamps we have to use on different skills. Big sad. And these can all go on summoning. And then the ancient lamps, one's going to go into herb lore. One's going to go into agility because screw agility. And then, yeah, I need a prayer level of 80 for that one. Aside from dumping a mountain of XP on us, World Wakes allows us to use the Sunshine ability, which is a 1 minute cooldown ability that gives you a 50% damage buff for 30 seconds. Very, very useful if you're fighting a boss that spawns about every minute. I want to get 120 combat, because I want to do Laniakea tasks, and I want to get dinosaur tasks at this point, basically. Should we start with a bit of doing the dinos ourselves and then see if we get spooned? Like maybe go until we get our first totem piece and hope it's the intimidation? So, the reason why we are doing dinos is for the Totem of Intimidation. This is a 1 in 900 drop chance from the dinos, Plus there's 2 other pieces of it that we can get from other places, but those are nice and easy and guaranteed. What the totem does is allow you to skip kill count at God War's dungeon. It's as nice as it sounds. It allows you to bank consistently throughout your hours without wasting time getting more kill count, and it just generally makes the experience of doing God Wars nicer. Okay, we just got 78 summoning, which puts us up to 120 combat, so now we can start doing Laniakea Slayer. Since we're grinding the dinos, we're obviously hoping for a Dinosaur Slayer task. But if we get Greater Demons, for now I'm going to continue doing them at Berserkers, and then once we get the Totem, I will start doing them at Krill to work on our armor. Okay, time to get a Laniakea task. We're hoping for dinos. Steel dragons are annoying. They're really quick, so you kind of want to do them. Feels bad to skip them, but they are literally just a skip task that you actually do. Never mind, I just checked my final block list and I did put steel dragons on the block list, so goodbye. Dinos? Why do you want me to do dragons so badly? I cannot believe my luck. I've got the dinosaur tooth as the first drop here. We haven't got a single totem piece yet, and I don't even think we're at 300 KC to be due a totem piece. So the Dinosaur Tooth allows us to make the tier 3 Slayer Lodge in our base camp, which increases our damage to Slayer mobs on the island, basically increases our damage to dinosaurs, and it also allows us to put our Slayer Helm on a stand in that lodge, which gives us the benefits of the Slayer Helm always without wearing it. Now there's one obvious problem for us in that regard. We don't have a Slayer Helm yet. We don't even have a black mask, and we don't have the ability to fight cave horrors for a black mask yet. Okay, I didn't even realize because it just shows up in your inventory. It doesn't beam, doesn't show up on the ground. The Totem of Intimidation base, all you've got to do is complain. Yes, that is our first totem piece. That is so good. 444 dinos. Well, I guess it was on 440 something. I didn't even notice it show up in the inventory until just now. That is so good. Let's go finish up this totem. So the second piece of the Totem of Intimidation is in this rubble all the way in the northeast of the Anachronia Island. You just have to come up here and collect it. And the last piece, we need to go do a little mini quest for Laniakea. So let's go help her out. Okay, as an Iron Man, for helping Laniakea, we need to do Big Game Hunter, and for that I want to upgrade my hatchet as much as I can. So Doc here can help me take off my hatchet from my tool belt. Oh, we need to actually bring him an augmenter for that. 1 second. Okay, so if you have 3 Imcando fragments, or, well, no matter how many Imcando fragments you have, you can come and talk to Oak, and for one time only, he will give you a single Imcando fragment. So there is our 4th one. So now I just need a... Actually, that bird's nest is useful for Cerebrus. So now I just need to go get my dragon hatchet back and get a red berry pie. Okay, so we come down to Fergo, tell him to take a look at all these Imcando pieces, and he can make an Imcando hatch. Why did that just end? It'll be far better than a dragon hatchet. Yes, that's why I want you to make it. Is this one of the few items you can't upgrade when it's augmented? Well, after looking on the wiki, this is one of the few times when you cannot use an augmented item. So don't put your dragon hatchet on your tool belt, because the only way to get it off your tool belt is to augment it. Which means I've just had to waste an augmenter for this. There we go, 1 Imcando hatchet. I don't have AT attack, so I can't wield it. I'm not going to add it to my tool belt because I think I've used my one-time take an axe off the tool belt to augment it service. I don't know if that's once per type of hatchet or just once for hatchets at all. So I am going to have this equipped, and now I think I'm just going to go get... And now I think we're ready to get started with Big Game Hunter. Well, here we go. Time to start off Big Game Hunter. We need to hunt the Arcane Apterosaur because we need a piece of its meat for the mini quest. I've got my Beast of Burden here to pick up some loot because I'm planning to stay here until it goes into hiding or until I've used up all these sharks, whichever comes first. And for that, I definitely need more inventory space than just I have alone. Wait, it tells you you're... Oh, hang on, that's bad. That is really bad. Why is Dive targeting the tall grass instead of the ground? I'm gonna guess that was from when they did the changes at Croesus, so that you could dive to scaling nodes. And there it is, our first big game dino hunted. 30 raw sharks I will take. I will absolutely take 30 raw sharks. And the hunter XP here has been so good as well. I think I'm actually about to hit 77 off this skin. Boom. Ooh, not quite. I'm 600 XP off, and we got rubies for that kill. And they didn't actually go into hiding, so I could have brought another shark with me. And there we go, helping Laniakea completed. She gives us the Totem of Intimidation middle, and now we can go and grab the other totem pieces and go build the totem. As for where we're going to be placing the totem, once we've combined it, we're going to place it on the western plinth. This is the closest one to the Anachronia lodestone. The other two are a bit more out of the way. This one is basically perfect. I'll probably put the Totem of Treasure to the north when we eventually make that. But basically every week you just need to come and charge this. If you click these lightning clouds, you get some divination XP. So I'm going to do that because div XP is very nice. And then once this is fully charged for the rest of the week, we do not have to get KC at God Wars. Well, we're immediately rewarded for getting the Totem of Intimidation with a General Grado Reaper task. This one's going to be nice and easy, just hop in the Reaper portal, kill him. If we can't kill all 14 on one trip, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's such a nice unlock. But now I want to get the Slayer Helm on our stand in Anachronia. I need to do one quest, I believe, in order to start farming the Black Mask, so let's go do Cabin Fever. And voila, Cabin Fever complete. Some nice XP from this quest, actually. I probably should have done it sooner. But we also get 10k if we can find Bill Teach again. There he is. And most importantly, we can now fight cave horrors. So we can go get the Black Mask. Okay, time to get to work on farming cave horrors. And I just checked, and my Sun Spear is almost level 10 again. On the one hand, I'm really happy that we're just plowing through these Sun Spears because we are getting quite a few invention levels for it, and it's really nice, really good progress. On the other hand, I cannot keep up with all these augmenters. Like, I am dead dry on power components at this point. All the insulated boots I've bought over the past 2 months, and I have gone through them all already. I need to find another way to get powerful comps, and I don't think I need food down here, so I'm just gonna eat this to pick up good drops. Hopefully, well, you'll see by my Sun Spear XP when I finally disassemble it at the end of this. Hopefully this doesn't take us too long. There it is. There it is. Black Mask. Yes. Okay. I didn't get super spooned, but that was not long at all. Let's check the KC. It took us cave horrors. Cave horrors. Is it not in here? I don't think it's in here. Is it just horrors? Okay. You can't see KC for cave horrors. But that was definitely not 500 cave horrors, so I'm very happy with that. Now, let's go make our helm. Okay, so we gotta head over to Laniakea, learn how to... That's fusing Slayer rings, we don't want that one. Just craft a Slayer helm? There it is. Okay, so we combine a black mask, face mask, spiny helm, nose peg, and earmuffs. So I just need the spiny helm. There we go, that's a Slayer helmet. Use those, we have a full Slayer helmet. So, I'm not going to have this for very long. Thankfully, I'm not going to get a chance to elk it, because I really don't want to get another focus site. And upgrade the Slayer Lodge to tier 3. 6% damage boost on the island, and the Slayer helmet stand. Now this is so good. We get the Slayer helmet buffs without wearing the Slayer helmet. Very, very nice, and it means if you're wearing a set that has a set effect, admittedly not really relevant for magic, but for other styles like range, very important to have your head slot available. So So we'll plonk our Slayer helm on there, and I never have to outqueue in the future. Dang, she assigns a lot of abyssal demons, but that is greater demons. That is a Krill Suturoff task, and we are so very close to set up. The last thing that's really missing before we go and kill Krill is an enhanced Excalibur. And there we go. Elite Seers Diary completed. Seers Headband 4 gained, which is a light source for anytime you want to wear a mining helmet, essentially. But the main benefit we get from this is the enhanced Excalibur, which I thought we'd get from the quest reward. Maybe it's just upgraded the Excalibur in my bank? Okay, this is still the old Excalibur. We'll have to figure out how to enhance it. There we go. We now have the enhanced Excalibur. This heals us for 40% of our health every 5 minutes. It's a super useful sustain tool. And it can also be augmented, and it's an offhand, which means I now need to go get an augmenter because this thing needs to have mobile on it ASAP. We have potions ready to go. I think we're going to be using Vampirism Aura. Don't really have any damage boosting auras. And why is Vampirism so expensive? It's only a tier 2 aura, yet it costs 100 Visworks to extend. Oh wait, hang on, I'm not using fire spells. That would help. So one nice thing about the Totem of Intimidation is we are actually going to be able to bank most of the Infernal Ashes from this grind, which isn't a huge amount, but it's going to add up to a solid chunk of prayer XP. We also banked all of the Dinosaur bones when we got the Totem of Intimidation, so we are definitely racking up the supplies for going for 95 prayer in the future. Oh, our first unique is a Steam Battle Staff. You know what? At least that means it can't be the last item for log again. Is this useful for anything? Are there any lunar spells that use both fire and water runes? I'd guess Super Glass Make? Does that use both of those? Oh, we got a new record. 28.8, 2-tick improvement. That is 106 krill. And our log so far looks like... Yeah, I mean, I got 8 Zami comps in a couple hours, which is pretty good. Damn, the herbs. Wait. I have 7 KC. How have I got this already? Wait, we just got an Arcane Apiterosaur? Well, the POF animal. It's unchecked and requires 98 farming to check, so it's not useful for a while. What is my luck here? I've got the reinforced dinosaur pelt already. I've got a POF animal. Am I just burning all my RNG? Like, am I never going to see a Dragon Batok? That's what I'm worried about right now. There it is, the Compass Arrow. How many? Okay, we're up to 18 Hunter Marks. Once we have 25 Hunter Marks, we can then go and fix up this compass. Doing so will allow us to turn it in for 25 more Hunter Marks, which means we can then go and buy Quicker Traps. Quick Traps? I forget what it's called exactly, but you set stuff up quicker during the hunts, which is really nice. Hey, we're up to 92 Slayer, which is actually a relevant level because we can now get Node on Dragonkin as a Slayer assignment. I believe we have to do City of Santiston in order to get those as well. But you can use that Slayer task similar to how we're using this Greater Demon task at Krill, but for Carapac. And we're definitely going to be wanting to kill a lot of Carapac. 200 kill count, and we are yet to hit a single piece of Subjugation. That is some pretty bad luck. Surely it will turn around soon, right? Okay, I've failed a couple runs to this now, so I'm going to show you how to disable the dive through scenery option. If you just search disable target scenery with targeted movement abilities, apparently the dinos in Big Game Hunter are scenery, and they have massive click boxes for dive, and it can very easily just ruin your run if you get stuck underneath a dino unable to dive away. When you target them with dive, the circle is the size of the area indicator around them. So that's basically roughly how large the click box is when it happens. I don't know why it's not consistent, but disabling that option appears to have fixed it for now. So I highly recommend disabling that before doing Big Game Hunter. There it is! We got a Dragon Medic! Yes, we're done! Yes! What's the KC? Can we even see that? Big Game Hunter? We have defeated 62! Okay, not super spooned, but that's a 1 in 100 drop that we just got significantly ahead of schedule. Means it's time to start getting on with archaeology! Yes! So happy to be done with this. Hey, we are on a roll! We just got the Totem of Summoning base. Unfortunately, we don't have the piece from Dinosaurs, so we would have to go farm Dinosaurs to actually build this up. This is a really nice one to get, especially on an Iron Man, because it extends all your summoning familiars by 1 stage. So if they're a 36-minute familiar, they will instead be 48. I think it goes up. No, it's 32 to 48. It goes up in 16-minute increments. So very nice to get this piece. I might have to get back on the dino grind at some point. And there is Hunter level 80. All the good stuff happening. So Hunter level 80 does unlock a new dino for us. However, it's one that needs us to hunt Brigada Rex first, because we use Brigada Rex meat as bait for the new dino. That's a bit unfortunate since we're not really hunting Brigada Rex at the moment, since we can't consistently fish up manta rays. However, at level 85, we will be able to use these arcane apterosaur meats to hunt a tier 2 dino as well. As to eventually... There it is. Finally. We have a Garb of Subjugation, the best piece. I feel like it's deserved. I feel like it's deserved. It's a 1 in 384. Along with the rest of the pieces. Our second piece of subjugation. There it is. Oh, I'm way too excited about this. 526 KC and we got the boots. I don't care that it's the boots. It's the second piece of subjugation and it's not a dupe. This is the hour. Gown of Subjugation. Both the augmentable pieces in just over 500 KC. My opinion on this grind just did a complete 180. A Hood of Subjugation. Yes. 4 pieces of subjugation without any duplicates. So we have every useful piece of subjugation now. We don't really need the gloves because Carapax on our roadmap, so we'll get Carapax wrist wraps before we get G-Conk most likely. Well, with all our subjugation gathered up, that seems like a good time to call an end to this episode. If you got to this part of the video, I'm going to assume you liked it. If so, you know what to do. But next time, we're going to be going over what our plans are for our first 99 on the account, and how I got that sneaky little 95 divination that you may have noticed. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll catch you again next time.